Hello Outreachers, welcome back to LinkedFusion Academy. In this video tutorial, we are going to talk about Google Sheet integration with LinkedFusion sequences. Hello growth hackers, I'm Darshit from LinkedFusion Academy, and in this video tutorial, we are going to talk about Google Sheet integration with LinkedFusion. So let me just give you a brief introduction on how this integration works. So the very first step would be that you need to add the LinkedIn profile URLs of your prospects inside a Google Sheet. Now, once you add these profiles inside a Google Sheet, LinkedFusion will detect that new profiles are added and will catch those profiles from Google Sheet. Once LinkedFusion receives those profiles, it will start sending the invitations and the follow-up messages to your prospects automatically. Now, let me just give you an on-screen representation of how this integration is going to work, and let me give you a step-by-step process to how to set up this integration. So let's jump into the on-screen recording. Alright, so now we are inside my computer and we are on the LinkedFusion website right now. I will take you to the LinkedFusion. So the very first step for building integration would be to create a sequence. Now, to create a sequence, you need to click on Add New and click on Invitation Sequence. Okay, in here, let's give a title to this sequence. So let's say Google Sheet integration test sequence, and I will be setting up the working hours as full day, so it will work 24/7. Let's click on next button, and the next step is to add a target audience. So we are going to use a Google Sheet to define our target audience. So let's click on this connect button to connect a spreadsheet. Click on create sheet and let's give this sheet a name. Let's say LF Google Sheet test integration. Now click on submit button, and this will create a spreadsheet. Now once we click on the name, it will take us to the Google spreadsheet which we have created. Now once the spreadsheet opens up, we need to give a heading to a column. So I will be giving a heading to the very first column. Let's say LinkedIn profile URLs, and under this column we need to add all the LinkedIn profiles or all the prospect profiles that you need to contact. Now let's go back to LinkedFusion and click on this import button. This will bring down all the columns which you have inside your spreadsheet. Now we only have one, so it only bought one. Select the column that you need to map with the sequence and click on submit. Now you can see that LinkedFusion is connected with the spreadsheet. Now let's click on next button, and the next step is to add the messages. So let's just add the first message. I will take invitation marketing and add this. So this is basically a connection message that will go with my invitation, and I will also set up a follow-up message saying thanks for connecting with me. This one, let's take, yeah. So thanks for connecting with me, and add this message. Now I will also set up a delay in between of about 10 minutes. So whenever a prospect accepts my invitation, after 10 minutes he will get my follow-up message. Now the next thing is to set up a withdraw connection request. So I will put 7 days in here. So if a prospect doesn't accept my invitation in 7 days, the request will be withdrawn automatically. Alright, so we have set up the entire sequence. Now I will click on submit and all the changes will be saved. And the last step which we need to do is add the limit on how many prospects I would like to contact per day. I will add 15 here and click on start. Now the sequence has been started, but we don't have any profiles inside here. So LinkedFusion doesn't know what prospects to contact. So let's populate the spreadsheet with some LinkedIn profiles. I already have a bunch of LinkedIn profiles with me. So I'm just going to extract the first 100 one of them. I'll just copy this and add them inside the spreadsheet. So alright, so I just copied the 100 profiles and I will go back to my Google spreadsheet and paste it over here. Okay, all the profiles are being added. Okay, so now we can see the LinkedIn profiles of the prospects that I want to contact. Now let's go back to sequences and wait for a few minutes. So every few minutes LinkedFusion will send a trigger to this Google spreadsheet and check if there are any new profiles added in the spreadsheet. Now there is also a manual button to import the prospects. So to do that, you need to go inside webhooks and scroll down to the Google Sheet settings, and here is the manual import button. So once you click over here, it will bring all the prospects or the prospect's LinkedIn profile from the spreadsheet and will manually add them to your sequence. So right now it is importing the profiles and here it is. So okay, now you can see that 51 LinkedIn profiles of my prospect has been imported and zero has processed yet. And when I click on this view button, it shows me all the LinkedIn profiles, and you can see this date is next to their names, or their profiles. It says pending, so that means that they are added to the sequence, but they are still in the pending state. They haven't sent an invitation yet. So the sequence will start sending the invitations in about a few minutes. So let's go back to the sequences and wait for LinkedFusion to send new invitations out. Okay, so after a few minutes now you can see that the very first enrollment was sent out. So it takes about 2 to 5 minutes to send one enrollment out. So just stick with that for a few minutes and it will start sending the enrollments from your Google Sheet. So that's it, guys. This is how you can build this Google Sheet integration with LinkedFusion and automatically import the prospects from a spreadsheet inside an LinkedIn automation service. So I hope this video is helpful to you.